up on the mayo. They gon' channel riding through the streets, they be like they go. You don't want no problem when no problem with me. Yeah, you don't want no problem when no problem with me.
What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to go over what's in my emergency canine kit. This is a bag that I carry with me all the time. Anytime I have my dogs out with me, anywhere we go, this bag with their duty bag goes everywhere. It's really something you should keep in mind for if you're doing any type of woods work, search and rescue, patrol work, even just for your sport dog, just in case. The first thing I'm going to show you is what I think probably the most important in a time of emergency would be either for you or for your canine. This here, tourniquet. Dog gets any puncture wounds on its legs, you get any puncture wounds, if you're a patrol officer, your dog gets shots, you should have one for yourself and one for your dog. Pretty self-explanatory. And you can get 3 packs on Amazon, pretty cheap. Another big thing along that line is a trauma dressing, medical dressing, just for a big wound. We have a lot of stuff like that in here. I like this bag. It opens pretty much all the way up. So I also have an Israeli bandage. It's like a tourniquet, but a little bit better. It compresses a wound to help stop the bleeding. We have another tourniquet, keeping 2, one for my dog, one for me. I love these sticky bandages that cling to themselves. Anybody that played sports, they're like a must-have. Sorry about the noise in the background. Any sort of bandages, I want to make sure that they're in some sort of plastic, make sure that they keep dry. The last kit that I had, I'll show you guys a picture of that in a second. The betadine solution that I carry exploded and everything got all stained up. Hey, play nice. Plastic gloves, a couple pairs of them. Reactive ice packs. So I have a couple in here. They're the type you just basically squeeze them to activate them. Thermal blankets. Again, that's something that I have 2 of. If you get lost out in the woods with your dog or something bad happens, you're gonna need one, and so is your dog. And they're small enough where it's not taking up much room in your bag. Variety pack of Band-Aids. Some surgical sponges, just in case you have a wound that you need to compact and then tape over just for enough time for you to get where you need to get and get your dog stabilized. We got some Q-tips, some butterfly bandages, ace bandage, different types of tape, the easy tearaway tape, fabric tape, some more of the sticky bandages, never have enough of those, Neosporin or any sort of antibacterial. Alcohol swabs, huge, keep an area clean. And the other thing that I think is super important, and I love, keep a bottle of betadine in my bag, a bottle of witch hazel, but then also these betadine Q-tips. You snap the tops and it gets them moist with the betadine, and you can rub an area out. So if you have like a thorn wound, anything like that on your dog, especially the areas like dog's paws, their ears, tough to get to places where you're not really going to be able to get in there with a big thick surgical pad to clean it out. Tweezers, ticks, pulling thorns out, anything like that. Trauma scissors. You never know when you have to cut something off somebody. These are surgical type scissors. This is also something that I'm going to be using once we have our puppies. Help with the umbilical cords, pinches it off while I can tie it off and also cut the ends where the blood is. I think I have 2 pairs of those. Yeah, I have 1 rounded off pair and 1 straight pair. I don't know if you can see the difference there. 1 straight, 1's rounded off. Gator, play nice. You're too loud. The betadine, since the last fiasco with the other bag, keeping this in the plastic, and when it's not in use, witch hazel, it got damaged by the betadine in the last box that I had, but also important. Quick Stop or septic powder. This is, anybody that's ever cut their dog's nails knows this is a big deal. If you cut too short on the quick, pack this bad boy in there and it helps clot. You can use it on other wounds as well. Again, case of emergency, you're gonna put this in there and stop the blood. And then an eye flush. The same way that we get stuff in our eyes, a dog's gonna get stuff in their eyes, and they're not gonna let you flush it out like you would just flush your own eyes out with water or something like that. You're gonna want something that has a bit of some force to it so that you can squirt it in there. Dogs have different layers of eyelids, so something with a little bit of force will be helpful to that. If you've ever had a dog that's gotten a chemical in their eye, it's pretty traumatizing for you and the dog. My Doberman, I had the pleasure of, I was waterproofing a tent and using a spray waterproofer outside. I'm, and out in the field, so not thinking anything of it. She's by my side the whole time. Get inside, and her eyelid had fallen, her 3rd eyelid. So it was just her bare eye. Had to take her to the vet. They had to flush it out. Put a little bit of antibiotics and ointment in there for a couple of days. And she was good as new, but having this probably would have been helpful right then and there. What else do we have in here? This is a little tip for the eye solution. I think that's all that we got in here. Again, this is just for your emergency situations. I don't put a whole lot of each thing in. Maybe it's just a couple of the thought of, I'm gonna reload my bag if I ever go out and I use 20 of my surgical pads. The next time I go out, I'm gonna make sure that I've restocked my bag, so I don't need to have the whole bag of 400 that I have out with me at all times. Just enough to get me safe and get my dog safe, and for the time being until we can get to a vet or a hospital. Another thing that I do think is important, this is a hydro equipped bag, so keep that in mind. Having a hydro pack in here in case you need it. A little water tube comes out here somewhere. I don't have a hydro pack in it right now, but it is equipped for one if I need it. Thanks, hope you guys enjoyed that and found it useful.